Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking a lot lately about the kinds of stories that stick with me. Not because they're dramatic or intense, but because they're kind. Because they feel like a warm blanket, or a cup of tea after a long day. And because they have cats, obviously. But even if you're not a cat person, if you love gentle, funny, or heartwarming stories, these are also for you. These manga and webtoons made me laugh, cry in a good way, and want to hug both the humans and the cats. So if you're in the mood for soft people, soft stories, and yes, soft, adorable cats, let's get into it. We're starting off with the whole reason I made this video. One of my favorite webtoons ever. The Tale of Goldiluck the Black Kitten is a story of a sickly young noble and the stray cat that he takes in, who just so happens to turn into a boy at night. Set in historical Korea, this webtoon is the definition of healing. Some chapters made me smile so much that my jaw hurt, and others made me sob. It's full of daily life moments, warmth, and the slowly growing bond between two lonely souls who desperately needed each other. Pocket Comics is shutting down soon, and I'm devastated. So please, read this while you still can. Even when the story turns emotional, it never stops feeling like a warm hug. My Roommate as a Cat follows Subaru, a reclusive author who unexpectedly ends up living with a stray cat named Haru, and their dynamic is everything. This is such a tender story about healing, companionship, and the messiness of learning how to care again. The story alternates between Subaru's and Haru's perspectives, which makes it even more moving. Haru treats him like a chaotic little brother, and it's genuinely so emotional watching her worry about him while pretending not to care. Subaru's quiet growth, the way he slowly starts talking more to others, navigating his grief, and making space for people in his life is just beautiful. Found family, soft cats, emotional growth. What more could you want? A Man and His Cat. Literally a soft person and a soft cat. In this manga, a widowed man adopts an unpopular shelter cat. Round, squishy, and deeply unloved by others. And the result is instant serotonin. Sweet, healing, and a little silly in all the right ways. I love that each chapter is quite short. It feels like a small, warm burst of happiness. I forgot how much I adored this series until I reread it for this video. And honestly, I'm so glad that I did. Okay, I cheated a little. My New Boss's Goofy isn't technically a cat manga, but it's not one either. Hakuto is a minor character, but major in my heart. He's got the cutest, most expressive little face, and the way he shows up is always just right. This series means so much to me. It's about a salaryman recovering from his toxic workplace, and being stunned, genuinely stunned, by how kind and goofy his new boss is. It's hilarious and healing in equal measure. Seriously, it makes me laugh so hard. I wish Shirasaki was my boss. The anime brightened my week when it aired. If you need a good laugh, a reminder that life is still fun and silly, go watch it. The manga though, also flawless, one of my favorite comfort reads. I mean, come on, I had to include at least one BL, and The Cat Proposed is perfect for this list. It's about a stressed salaryman who stumbles into a traditional storytelling performance and meets a mysterious cat spirit who turns his life upside down in the best way possible. It's not traditionally wholesome at the beginning. It opens with burnout and despair, but the healing is gentle and real. This story is about living, cherishing your life, and finding warmth when you least expect it. It's also about the healing power of stories themselves. Supernatural romance, check. Yokai, check. Also one of the most beautiful depictions of learning to want to live again. My favorite manga of all time, my comfort series, my emotional support, everything. At first, I didn't even think to include Natsume's Book of Friends. Not because it doesn't fit, but because it's so foundational to me that I almost forgot that it counts. But come on, a wholesome manga with cats, this is the one. The story follows Natsume, a boy who's always been burdened by his ability to see yokai, as he inherits a book of names from his grandmother that was once used to bind spirits. Now he spends his days quietly returning each name, one encounter at a time. The manga is full of gentle people, misunderstood creatures, and a fat cat who's actually a powerful spirit, but mostly just wants to nap and eat snacks. It's beautiful, profound, and will absolutely change your brain chemistry for the better. This manga made me cry in the best way. Calico Cat Acupuncture Clinic is a soft, episodic series where a mysterious calico cat gently guides people to an acupuncture clinic, just when they need it most. One chapter might be about chasing a long-abandoned dream, Another might explore the quiet courage it takes to be honest with your feelings. There's even a story about gender identity and self-acceptance. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to be emotionally rescued by a chonky cat and some cozy acupuncture? In the antique cat shop, each chapter is a microdose of comfort. Stories about people revisiting old memories, reconnecting with someone they miss, or just needing a bit of advice. What could be better than a cozy little store where a cat helps you through all of that? There's something so moving about forming a bond with an animal, especially when you'll never fully understand them. That's kind of the beauty of it, right? Connection without needing perfect understanding. I'm also just really happy that I got to read this. And that's all for today's video. Chances are I definitely forgot some other great cat stories, so if you have a favorite that I didn't mention, please let me know. I'm always looking for more feelings to cry about. I also have a bunch of less wholesome but still incredible cat-centric recommendations. You know, the kind that wreck you emotionally and leave you curled up like a sad kitten. I'll save those for another video. As always, thank you for watching. I hope something here brought you comfort, made you smile, or gave you something new to check out. May you always be safe, happy, well, and loved. See you next time.